Or, you know, if you want to live more comfortably, it could be $300 to $500 a month, and you can have a 1-bedroom studio apartment, which we will start showing you guys these places that you can be in. There's gonna be some culture shocks. And someone asked me that, which I want to answer. My culture shocks when I got here. Okay. At first, the amount of people shocked me because I haven't lived in a city like that. And I did come from a city, but it wasn't like a city. You know how they call it a city, but it's really not a city. To me, it wasn't. New York's a city, Philly's city, Nairobi's city. So I never really lived there. I would visit, but I actually live in the city. So I'm like, dang, this is a lot, you know. When I went down to CBD and Eastlake, these are different parts of the city where you can go shopping at. It's kind of like downtown, you know. So that shocked me because I was like, oh my God, like everybody's walking around. And all, of course, those stereotypes and notions were in my head before I came here. Like, oh, people will snatch your purse or they'll steal stuff from you. So all that was in my head still. So I was like very anxious and I had anxiety, and it was like boom, 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 boom. People are minding their own damn business. Yes, there's going to be crime, petty crime. People are, you know, getting by every day by day here. So there's going to be people that are like, hey, I'm going to steal somebody's purse or phone and get money for it. I get that. Like, if I was in their shoes, what would I do? But obviously, that just means keep your head on the swivel, keep your head on the swivel. So I never really had to keep my head on the swivel. But here I started to learn I need to keep my head on the swivel. So that kind of was a shock for me just because of the city life versus like where I used to live. It was kind of like city slash not really. But anyways, it was PA. So you let me know if that's a city to you. I don't know. Obviously, it's a whole state. But the particular part I came from was like right near Lancaster County. Like it was like bumpkin. Like you can go to corn maze and you can go see Amish people if you just drive 15 minutes. Yeah. I have to drink water out of a bottle. The food at first was like a cultural shock because my body had to get used to eating healthier, to be honest with you. And I would go through withdrawal, like I would get headaches because I wouldn't have a lot of sugar intake. The coffee here is different. That was really extreme for me because I'm a coffee lover, and I literally switched to chai. Like I made a whole video about making chai. That's how obsessed I am now. I drink chai way more than I ever drank in my life. It's just a way of living here now. So I just adapted to the way that they do things here. I would always say before we came here, my husband started doing like a 1-day eating thing. And I'm like, you're crazy. I'd never eat once a day. I can never make it throughout the day with only eating one time a day. They pretty much only eat one big meal a day here. Most people. And at first I was like, is that because they don't have enough money? But the weather, I feel like, affects you when you eat a lot. You know, you be lazy, you got the itis. Here, like, you can eat, you know, some fruit, chapatis, which I have another video about chapatis, of me making chapatis. So I'm out there. I'm with it. I'm with everybody. I'm like, yeah, let's get it. Anyways, I made like 2 very famous things here. Chai and chapatis. Next, I want to do, I don't know, let me know in the comments, the Kenyans that are watching, what should I do next, you guys? What should I make? Like, what should I make? I'm thinking ugali and stew or choma. Let me know, y'all. Anyways, so those were culture shocks for me. The amount of people that are just out and about, just drinking water out of the bottle. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. I used to drink water out the faucet in America. I don't know if that's crazy or not, but it was normal for me. So always having to buy water, always having to have a big ass jug of water in your house. I was just like, bro, I'm just thirsty. Like there's times where we ran out of water, and like I would always need a bottle of water at night because my mouth be dry at night. And yeah, it's just crazy. I couldn't drink out the faucet. But I think that's about it. Like the food, obviously we had to take some emodidine, if you know what I mean. That's about it. I really didn't have like that many extremes because I traveled before, but like actually staying, I think the biggest thing for me was like, oh, my creature comforts. Like I couldn't order anything off Amazon. I couldn't see my sisters. I couldn't see my family members when I felt alone. I really didn't know anybody besides obviously my kids, my husband. So that, and then getting the idea, the notion in my head, like, hey, you actually live here now. Like, you're not going back to America in a week or two. Like, you live here. So that kind of shocked me. I was like, oh, shit. But a lot of, like, I feel like we really chose a great country.
All right, they asking for the queen. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage. Look back while I twerk. No comparison. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what was happening? Bitch, what was happening? Bitch, I'm a savage.